What is going on, y'all? It is hot and we are out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway because it's been a while since I've done a ride review on a brand new 2025 motorcycle. So we are out here on the brand new 2025 Pan America ST you see behind me. I'm gonna give you all a few of the specs. We're gonna get on the road and I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about this bike. So let's
Ryda.
get it. So before I go over the specs, you like the hat? Oh yeah, look at the back, look at the back. So yeah, I got a do-rag on because I sweat out a lot of my hats and I'm trying not to keep destroying hats, but let's talk about the bike. So as we all know, the Pan America ST was Harley's answer to having a street-focused ADV performance motorcycle, and I think they did a great job at that. This bike comes with the Revolution Max 1250 motor, putting out 150 horsepower and 94 foot-pounds of torque. You've got a 6-speed transmission. You've got fully adjustable inverted front forks. This bike does have the adaptive ride height, which lowers the seat up to 1 inch at stops and then raises it at speed. You've got dual 4-piston Brembo radial front calipers on 2.6-inch floating rotors. This thing has cornering ABS, traction control, ABS, heel assist hold, as well as a plethora of other features that are gonna make riding it really nice. You got 17-inch cast wheels. It has the Michelin Scorcher tires, and the bike has a wet weight of only 542 pounds. You're gonna get a 5.6 gallon tank, and check this out. You've got this beautiful 6.8-inch TFT display. I mean, you can see this thing in bright sunlight, and sunlight is bright. Like, I'm sweating all over the place right now, but you can see this screen clear as day, even in the bright sunlight, and it is a beautiful display. Now, this bike is a lot different from the Pan America as well as the Pan America Special. It has a lowered height. Let me turn it off before it runs out of juice. So as I was saying, this bike is a lot different from the Pan America and the Pan America Special. It has a lower center of gravity, which is a lower height that is designed for street and going to give you that performance and that handling that you need on the street. A few of the things I didn't mention is it does have, let me turn it back on. It does have a daymaker headlight that is adaptive. So when you lean, the light will brighten up depending on which way you're going. It's full LED lighting. It has everything you could possibly want on a motorcycle built for street performance. So before I throw my helmet on and we get on the road, let me be completely transparent with y'all. The Pan America has never been like my favorite bike in the Harley Davidson lineup. It's built for people who do a lot of adventure riding, who like to ride in dirt, go off-road, riding through mountains and dirt and all that. That ain't me. I ride on the street and through cities and stuff like that. That's just not me. But riding this Pan America ST over here today completely changed my mind about the lineup, which I'll tell y'all why once we get on the bike. So let me get my stuff off the ground, because as you can see, it's just laying here and it's hot as hell, and we're gonna get back on the bike. So let's do it. All right, let's take a look at the display before we pull off here, and we're gonna do that kind of quick because it's like 100 degrees out here. All right, so here we go. As the display loads up, you're greeted to the beautiful Harley Davidson logo, vibrant, beautiful on your screen. You're gonna get every piece of information you could possibly want out of this TFT display. You got your front tire pressure, your rear tire pressure, your range to this tank of fuel, trip A, trip B. You've even got your temperatures over here, as well as the voltage of the bike. Right here, you got your high beam, which you click this and your high beam will flash. And if you press it up, you're gonna get it to stay on. Got your cruise control. You also got heated grips, which are definitely not needed on today, but you got that option. Then you got this option here. This is your wheel to navigate the menu. If you press this button, you're greeted to the menu, which you can go through music, motorcycle details. You got your settings, and you got your home screen, and you got navigation if you had your phone Bluetoothed to the bike. So we're just gonna jump back into home screen, because if I go through every detail of that, we will be here all day. If you'd like to see a very in-depth review of the display, comment down below and we will, or I will do my best to try to accommodate. All right, so here's your horn. Quite horny and loud. That's a pretty loud horn. You got your blinkers located just on your left side. A little bit different from your traditional Harley where you got your right on your right, your left on your left, but this is how most metric bikes are. This isn't a metric bike, but this definitely has that metric feel. Click it to the left, it's gonna go left, press it in to cancel, press it to the right to go right. Over here, you got your music controls, which is play, pause, skip, and reverse, volume up, volume down. You got your button to activate your assistant. You got your traction control option. You got your start button. You got your mode, and you got your hazard lights. Your mode's going to cycle through. We're going to start in rain mode. Then you get road mode. You get sport mode, and you get some custom modes. We're going to start off in rain mode. All right, let's get this baby cranked up and get on the road so that way we can get some wind blowing and I don't die from heat exhaustion. All right, as you can see, we got a temperature of 91 degrees. That is lying. It is hotter than that out here. I'm telling you, I can feel it. All right, let's click that. Range of 212 miles left on this tank of fuel, so we should be good to make it back to Speedway Harley Davidson. We got your trip A, trip B, and odometer, and then you're back to that lion-ass temperature because it's 100 degrees, I'm telling you. That's what it feels like to me, anyway. But then again, I may be out of shape, just a little. Not a whole lot. All right, let's get these gloves on. Whew. I can feel that heat, baby. All right, so we're going to throw her in first, and we are off to the races. All right, so we're in rain mode right now. The bike in rain mode is definitely very muted. You're not going to get a crap ton of power and performance out of rain mode, but you shouldn't expect that. Rain mode is so your tires don't slip. And it's for the faint of hearts or newer riders who are just now starting to ride, who are not comfortable with throttle control or the performance that come out of some of these bikes nowadays. Like back in the days, bikes didn't have as much performance as they do now. Now these bikes got some serious balls. Like they ride, they roll. So you want them modes on there, especially being a newer rider. But my initial impressions just sitting on the bike is it's extremely comfortable. It handles really well. You can do like some figure eights or whatever you want to do on the bike. It's a great handling machine. And in rain mode, when you hit the acceleration, you're not going to get any power out of it. You're just not. But that's not what it's designed for. It's designed to keep you safe when it's raining and to make sure your wheel does not slip. So if I open it up in rain mode, it's not very powerful, but it will go. You can get it up to 50, 60, 70. You can go just as fast as the bike wants to go. It's just going to get there with a like toned down throttle. It's like the throttle response is reduced drastically, but it does its job and it does its job great. But today it ain't raining. It's hot. So we're going to jump over in the road mode and get out here on the road. Oh, I didn't know heat could give you the sniffles. It's hot as hell out here. All right, let's do it. So we are now in road mode, which is the mode that most people are going to stay in the majority of the time. You're going to get plenty of performance out of road mode. Road mode feels great. There's lots of power coming out of road mode. You can pretty much do whatever you want in road mode that you would do on the road. The throttle response is enhanced drastically, and the bike just feels good. You're not going to get a twitchy throttle. Excuse the wind. I have my Simpson helmet on today, which is very loud, so you may be catching some of that wind noise. And we don't have a lot of wind protection. You got this little screen here that is blocking some of the wind to my chest, but it ain't doing shit for my head. Like I'm catching wind to the helmet all day long, baby. But road mode, if you roll on, like we're in 5th gear doing 50. If I roll on, as you can see, the bike will go. It'll move, and that was like a quarter turn of throttle. So road mode gives you plenty of power and performance without you having to worry about getting in trouble. I mean, you may still get in trouble, but you know, it's for the road. Let's talk about some seating positions real quick. The seating position real quick, how the ergos feel. I am 6 feet tall, about 230 pounds, depending on how many donuts I ate that day. And I haven't had any today, so I'm probably right around 230, 225. But the seating position is comfortable. I would not call these mid controls. I call them more like rear sets, because they are set up as far as your foot controls. They're kind of in the place they would be if you were on a naked motorcycle. So they're not directly under me. They're a tad pinch back, not too far back, but just a pinch back. But they are quite comfortable because this seating position
is quite comfortable. The handlebars are in a great position for a motorcycle like this, for what it's designed to do, to be a street bike that was designed off of an ADV platform. Basically a hooligan motorcycle. It is set up perfectly right from the factory, besides that really muted exhaust that, in my opinion, you swap the pipe. The stock pipe sounds like shit. Swap the pipe. I mean, just do it. It'll make your ride a lot better. You'll be a lot happier. Like, let's see if we can hear it. I guess it ain't horrible, but I hear more engine than exhaust. And that ain't Harley's fault. That's emissions fault. So definitely swap out your pipe. All right, so I'm gonna throw it in sport mode when we go down this road, and then I might switch it back to road mode. But road mode does a great job at being an all-around good mode to ride the motorcycle in. Now, some people complain that Harley Davidsons are heavy. This bike feels very lightweight and very nimble. Like, it is no comparison to the weight that some of the other Harleys have. And even though it's still in that 500-pound range, it feels lighter than that when moving. All right, so we are heading down here. We are currently in sport mode. I'm gonna get her around 20 miles per hour. We're at 20 miles per hour in first gear. We're gonna roll on. Oh! Woo! Oh my God! That bike will move. It will move your soul. You're gonna get plenty of performance out of sport mode. Sport mode is where it is at. If you're a thrill seeker, and if you like that aggressive performance, and if you like to ride balls to the absolute walls, that is the mode you want to be in. But you would think sport mode would have a very choppy throttle. It has plenty of power, plenty of performance, but it's still delivered smooth. Long as you got some type of throttle control, you can handle sport mode with no problem. So, like, we're in fourth gear at about 47 miles per hour. If I hit it, it's delivered smooth, but it's powerful. It is powerful. This is a very nimble and very powerful machine. And the bike likes to live up in the higher RPMs. If you're not feeling all the power you're expecting to feel when it's down low, that's because this is a liquid cooled motorcycle that loves the higher RPMs. So you're gonna ride it in that higher RPMs. When you're trying to get that power out of it, you're gonna be in that 44,000, 4,500 RPM range up to about, I mean, you can ride this baby up to 7,000, 8,000 RPMs and you're gonna get power out of it. That's how it was designed. I'm gonna just stay in sport mode for a little bit longer because I did not get to fully embrace it because of certain circumstances on that street I was coming down. We're not gonna talk about. All right, so let's turn here. When you're out here riding these motorcycles, make sure to pay attention to your surroundings. You don't want to get in trouble. All right, let's do it. Oh, that's a quarter turn of throttle. You can feel all of it. Yeah, this bike moves. This bike moves, and it is fun to ride. And it's rare you find a bike with this type of performance that's fun to ride and comfortable to ride. Like, the seating position is comfortable. It handles tremendously well. It is sticking to the road. You aren't feeling a whole bunch of these imperfections that this road has. This is a rough road to be on, but I'm not feeling all of those imperfections. Like, the bike feels good and it feels quick. It is quick. I will give it that. Quick and comfortable. That's what you want. That's what you want out here on these streets. You want it quick and comfortable. That might not be what the ladies want, but if you're out here on the streets, you want it quick and comfortable. Now, comment down below. I want to know from y'all, what are y'all thoughts on the styling of this motorcycle? Like, do you think it's very stylish, or should Harley Davidson have changed up the look for this bike since it's more designed for the street? Or do you think they should have left it looking like your traditional Pan America, just with a lower profile, like it sits lower to the ground, redesigned seats, But everything else, basically, it looks just like a Pan Am. Or would you have liked to see a different look out of this motorcycle? The look of the motorcycle has never been like, in my opinion, it hasn't been the thing where I was like, oh my God, that is the best looking Harley that's ever been made. But it's not a bad looking design either. I do like it. I think it looks great for it being an ADV bike. But for a street bike, you know, I've got mixed feelings about it. Mixed feelings. I'm still one of those people who was praying and hoping to see something that looks like the Bronx hit the streets, but we know that's not happening. If you haven't demoed one of these bikes, you know, you've got opportunities to do so. There's Harley Davidsons all over the place. You can just step into your local Harley Davidson and say, hey, I'd like to demo a Pan America ST. You can't do that at every dealership. Harley wants people to get out and ride their bikes. They even got like a promo going right now. If you come and demo a bike, you get this cool little sling bag and you get a special keyword that enters you in to win a $5,000 shopping spree at the dealerships that are participating in that, which Speedway Harley Davidson is participating in. So if you're in Charlotte or Concord area, definitely swing by and demo whatever 2025 bike you'd like to. We'd love to get you out on the road. And these salespeople, they want to go out and ride. The fit specialists want to go out and ride. They don't want to sit in there all day. They prefer to be out riding. And the only way they can go ride is if y'all come out and demo the bikes. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm going to get back to dropping these reviews. But like this video, comment down below. It helps the algorithm tremendously. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. Share the content. You never know who might be interested in seeing a review on this bike. And if there's anything I left out of this review, let me know down below and I'll try to do a follow-up for y'all. But I'm about to pull back in here into this beautiful air conditioning because I'm hot as hell. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces. Love y'all.